Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The peaceful village of Emmerdale had been buzzing all day. The sun hung low over the rolling hills, casting long shadows over the familiar cottages, barns, and winding roads. But inside the walls of Home Farm, tension simmered like a kettle on the verge of boiling. Rhona Goskirk, usually the heart of calm in the chaos of the village, was pacing the kitchen floor, her phone clutched tightly in her hand. Earlier that morning she had received a call, not the usual friendly chatter from her friends or the usual barrage of work-related calls from the vet clinic. No, this was different. Her eyes had widened. Her breathing had quickened, and she had ended the call so abruptly that even her loyal dog, Bruno, seemed to sense the unease and stayed unusually close, whining softly. The village pub, the Woolpack, was a hub of whispers by the afternoon. Paddy Kirk noticed immediately when Rhona walked in, her usually bright smile replaced with a forced grin that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Everything okay?" he asked, concern furrowing his brow. She nodded, but it was a nod heavy with secrets. Meanwhile, outside, the villagers were starting to notice the unusual tension. Debbie Dingle, ever sharp and suspicious, caught sight of Rhona's hurried exit from the Woolpack later that day. Her curiosity piqued. Debbie decided to follow, careful to keep her distance. What she saw only made her gasp. Rhona ducked into a quiet corner near the riverbank and began speaking softly into her phone. Though no one could hear the conversation, her expressions were enough to send chills down any onlooker's spine. At one point, her hand flew to her mouth, stifling a gasp. Then she clutched the phone as though it were a lifeline. The tension in the air was palpable, thick enough to make even the usually carefree village children hesitate in their games. Back at Home Farm, Rhona sat alone in her office, replaying the conversation in her mind. She knew she couldn't tell anyone yet. The consequences would be devastating, not just for her, but for everyone she cared about. She glanced at the family photos on her desk, feeling the weight of responsibility pressing down on her. By evening, the news, or rather, the mystery, had spread like wildfire. Social media was abuzz. Fans speculated wildly. Was Rhona involved in some secret investigation? Was someone from her past back in Emmerdale with dangerous intentions? Or could this phone call have something to do with her complicated love life, always a favorite gossip topic in the village? As the night drew in, the village held its collective breath. Rhona's phone rang again, breaking the silence of her office. She hesitated, fingers hovering over the screen. The caller ID was blocked. She knew answering it could change everything. Slowly, deliberately, she pressed the green button, her voice steady but her heart hammering like a drum. "Rhona?" A familiar, chilling voice whispered, and just like that, the calm of Emmerdale shattered. Somewhere deep in the village, secrets were about to unravel, alliances tested, and lives changed forever. Fans could only wait, hearts racing, as Rhona Goskirk took one more step into the unknown, and Emmerdale became the most suspenseful place on television once again.